Welcome to AG Chelsea TV channel. In this video, we will bring you the latest news about Chelsea Football Club. Click subscribe to the channel and let's get started. Romano says Premier League club will demand €40 million for 27-year-old Chelsea target. According to transfer journalist Fabrizio Romano, Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur are interested in acquiring Brentford goalkeeper David Raya, whose contract ends in 2024. Raya, who rose to prominence at the Bees, is coveted by several elite Premier League teams, including Chelsea. The 27-year-old has started 30 Premier League games for Brentford this season, keeping 9 clean sheets. According to Romano, Brentford would demand €40 million, £35.4 million, to approve a transfer. At the same time, manager Thomas Frank has spoken about the possibility of losing his first-choice keeper and claims that if he does not sign a new deal, he wants to leave the club. Chelsea and Spurs may engage in a transfer competition with one another at that point, as both teams are trying to replace Kepa Arrizabalaga and Hugo Lloris, respectively. Raya has continued to play exceptionally well this season, making the most saves per 90 minutes in the Premier League, 4.1. He will also be a worthy addition because of his fast reflexes and good ball distribution. Blues now open to offers for Hakim Ziyech. The Blues playmaker's contract at Stamford Bridge isn't set to expire until 2025, but his future has recently been uncertain after falling out of favor, which has seen him make just 6 top-flight starts this season. Football London have reported that Todd Boehly could be set to sanction a mass exodus this summer to try and help with the financial aspect of things, and the 30-year-old is one of the names to have been included on the list of players who could potentially be facing the axe. West Ham United and Fulham are 2 clubs that have already been credited with an interest in the winger should he be made available for transfer at the end of the season, and there now appears to be another rival who has entered the race to secure his signature. According to Football Insider, Tottenham Hotspur have registered an interest in signing Ziyech during the upcoming window. Paris Saint-Germain are also expected to join the running after they saw a loan move collapse in January. The Blues forward could look to leave SW6 ahead of the new term after dropping down the pecking order, where the Irons and the Cottagers are once again both name-checked alongside Spurs. It's believed that Frank Lampard's side would accept bids in the region of £20 million, which is a staggering £18 million less than the £38 million they initially paid for him when he joined from Ajax. PSG are currently his preferred option, but the Lily-Whites would be the most likely to acquire him should he remain in the Premier League. Will Thiago Silva play for Chelsea against Real Madrid? Chelsea have been handed a massive injury boost as veteran central defender Thiago Silva has returned to the team's training ahead of the UEFA Champions League quarter-final showdown against Real Madrid on Wednesday, April 12. Thiago Silva's return to training should be a massive boost for Frank Lampard ahead of the Real Madrid showdown. Frank Lampard signed Thiago Silva for the Blues during his first season as Chelsea manager. The Brazilian central defender spoke highly of the legendary midfielder after his move. Since his arrival in 2020, Silva has made 109 appearances for Chelsea. Whether him reuniting with Silva can turn the Blues' fortunes around remains to be seen. Chelsea and Atletico Madrid set meeting to discuss João Felix signing. Chelsea will meet with Atletico Madrid in the coming weeks to discuss the signing of João Felix, according to AS. The Blues want to keep the attacker permanently. The Portuguese international has impressed despite playing for a poor Chelsea team this campaign. The 23-year-old is happy and enjoying his football in London, and the club wants to keep him too. They see him as one of the cornerstones of their project going forward. Even with the hiring of a permanent manager in mind, the club is pushing for Felix. They believe he will be a solid addition for Luis Enrique or Julian Nagelsmann, their top managerial targets. In 2019, Atletico Madrid parted with a record €127 million to sign Felix from Benfica after one season in the top flight. He struggled to adapt in Spain, with coach Diego Simeone preferring other stars to him. Also, injuries did not help his adaptation to his new environment. Over time, as the player struggled to get game time, he fell out with Simeone. It came to a head-on after the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Chelsea ready to include Christian Pulisic in striker deal? Chelsea could reportedly include Christian Pulisic in a deal to sign Juventus striker Dusan Vlahovic this summer. The West London Giants are expected to land a marquee striker in the next transfer window, and Vlahovic is one of the top targets. The Bayern Canary reportedly want €80 million to sanction his sale, but the Blues appear keen to convince them with a player plus cash deal. The club are ready to pay €50 million for the Serbian striker while allowing Pulisic to move the other way on a permanent transfer. Pulisic has been on Juventus' radar for a number of years, and it remains to be seen whether they accept such a transfer agreement. Vlahovic has had an average season with Juventus amid injuries. He has netted only 11 goals for the Bayern Canary in all competitions. Despite this, he continues to be highly regarded by Premier League clubs. Chelsea don't look like team I played for. Last year, Rudiger made the decision to end his 5-year association with the Blues to move to the Bernabeu on a free transfer. At the time, the Germany international suggested that he was ready to take on a new challenge at the age of 29, having also played in his homeland and Italy. However, the transfer has not necessarily benefited either club, with Real already on the brink of conceding the La Liga title barring an unlikely collapse from Barcelona. That said, Rudiger's absence from the Chelsea has been far more notable, the West Londoners only sitting in 11th position in the Premier League table. In Frank Lampard, Chelsea have their 4th different manager this term, with Thomas Tuchel and Graham Potter having been sacked and Bruno Salter taking charge of one fixture on an interim basis. Chelsea have also spent over £600 million on new players across 2 transfer windows, the makeup of the Chelsea 11 far different to when Rudiger was part of the group. Ahead of the Champions League quarter-final between the clubs, starting with the first leg in Spain on Wednesday, Rudiger has admitted that his former side have an unfamiliar look. Rudiger told Marca, "It has changed a lot and I don't really know what to expect. It doesn't look much like the team I played for. I expect quality, because they are very good players, but I don't know what else we can find. It won't be an easy game, but we are Real Madrid." During the past 2 seasons, Rudiger has participated in Chelsea's side which have played against Real in different stages of the competition. And that's also the set of news in today's video. Thanks for watching and see you soon.